Hi, my name's Stuart. Welcome to HWM Aston Martin and we're here in Walton-on-Thames. We just wanted to bring you our first Valkyrie Spider. Wanted to run you through just some bits that we think are quite cool to look at. You may well have seen already guys in-depth videos about Valkyrie. This is, as I just say, is a Spider version, but what we wanted to show you is just how cool this car can be if you keep the spec as subtle and as sort of dark and moody as possible. So the paint on this car is a paint that was collaborated between the Q department at the factory and also the customer, and we'll show you some B-roll of just how much fleck is actually in this paint. It is insane. Couple of unique features of this Valkyrie compared to what we have seen here, but also what is out there in the marketplace, cars that have been delivered. As I say, this particular car is quite subtle and has some really subtle Q features. So first off, let's just talk about obviously the paint. It is a black but with a very high fleck content in the paint, so it does give you a masses of glistening, whether it's under the lights here in the studio, outside in the sunshine, it really comes alive, or even at night when you get that light roll across the arches of the car, it just glistens. We also have, and quite unusually, you probably see a lot of the Valkyries that have got the satin carbon fibre lower on these, but this particular car, and I think it really suits the way that this car has been put together, is in gloss carbon, and that will run you through the side of the car and out towards the back venturi, but again we will run you through that on the video. Moving you down the side of the vehicle, obviously a lot of people have seen the coupe. The Spider version, we do have these massively complex doors, and as you can see just how cool they look when they're open. Another notable unique feature on the side of this particular car, we have the 007 or 007 on the side fin here underneath the vehicle. This is not a sticker, it is actually painted and lacquered into the vehicle, and as you probably know over the years with Aston, if they're going to do something, they are going to do it properly. Moving you down the passenger side of the car around to the rear. Again, I think for me, having the gloss carbon across the back of the car just makes a massive difference to the look of this vehicle. The satin does give you all the lines and shows you the shapes and curves and that sort of thing, but actually when you have a car in gloss carbon, it actually emphasises the size of the venturi that is at the back of the car, and you can just see all the way through the back of the vehicle. Moving you down the driver's side of the car, the inside of this particular vehicle again has been spec'd very similarly to the outside. So we do have on the inside of this car a very simple interior, but I sometimes think simple on these sort of things works really well. So we've got the black Alcantara just with a simple contrast silver stitching on the car, and I think just aids with the vehicle's look and how it would feel when you actually get to see the car in the flesh. Let's spin you around back round to the front, and now you can see this car with the doors open. The roof has been removed from the car, so if you could ever make Valkyrie even more intense than it currently is as a coupe version, well, take the roof off and you've got yourself an absolutely insane vehicle. Who would think that with the power and the horsepower and the way that this vehicle is constructed, could the roof come off and you just have that fully immersive experience?